Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and especially our guests. Hi, my name is Kirk Binder, and I'm a professional salesman. I'm sorry, I should have explained how this works. I'm going to introduce myself, and then when I put my hand out, you say, "Hi, Kirk." So let's try this again. Hi, my name is Kirk Binder, and I'm a professional salesman.
Hi,
Kirk. Very good. How many people in here are in sales?
Hi, Kirk Binder.
Don't you feel like sometimes when you're in sales, people look at you like you should be in a 12-step program? Like you're in sales, when are you going to get a real job? You're really in sales? Are you sure this is really the right job for you? Well, I think it is. Even when I got out of college and got my first job, my dad wondered what I was doing. I called him up. I said, "Dad, guess what? I got a job." He said, "Well, what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm selling credit information on businesses." He's an engineer. He said, "You're doing what? Selling? You're a salesman? Son, why didn't you tell us you were in trouble?" I said, "No, this is a great opportunity. I get a salary, I get commission, car allowance, expense report. I mean, this is going to be a great thing." He felt better about it after I paid off the money I borrowed. And even as a Toastmaster, you think as a salesman, everybody here is going to rally around my profession. Have respect for professional salespeople. Many of you know Pat Altoff, a distinguished Toastmaster. She called me several years ago. Imagine this. Friday morning, 9 a.m., she leaves me a voicemail. She's from West Texas. The voicemail sounds something like this. "Hi, Kirk, this is Pat. It's 9 a.m. on Friday morning. You must still be in bed." Seriously, a professional salesman is in bed Friday morning at 9 a.m. I was so upset at that. I had a hard time getting back to sleep. And what's interesting about sales is very few people will say, "I'm a salesman." They'll have titles like business development manager, representative. But I would say the one that takes the cake is when I saw someone who introduced himself as a wealth protector. It was on his card, wealth protector. And I thought, what is this, like a new superhero? The wealth detector. You give me your money and I will protect it. With part of my commission taken off the top. Don't read the fine print. So if you see a wealth detector or wealth protector out there, I would say, beware. Now we do have some attorneys in here. And there's some things about their profession that we can learn from. Now I know Albert, being the accountant, he loves numbers, and the figure that he likes to throw out is that 99% of all attorneys make the others look bad. But I don't know that that's true. There's one thing that I've actually taken from the attorney profession. They call the people that give them money clients. I looked in the dictionary of the difference between a customer and a client. If you look at a customer, it is someone who buys a commodity. A client is someone who is under the care of someone else. And when you think about that, if you're a salesperson, you want to be looked at as a commodity. No, you really don't. So when you talk about your people that give you money, definitely treat them like a client that they're under your care. I did make 2 sales today. I really was working hard. I had a really good day so far, so I'll probably take the rest of the day off. Which you can when you're a salesman. Yesterday, however, was a little bit different. I'm a 100% commission salesperson, and I think I got the smallest order I have ever received in my entire life. $3. A $3 order. Not only that, the credit card didn't go through. When I got the order, I took it to our CEO. I said, do I really want to process this order? And he said, this is a really large company that is buying this, so there's potential there. So if you take this little $3 order, it could turn into something big. And it reminded me of a story of a psychologist that was studying 2 8-year-old boys. He took the boys to a horse farm, and he put them each in a separate stall. And in each stall was a pile of horse manure this high. He put the boys in there, and he waited 20 minutes. One boy was a pessimist, one was an optimist. He went to see the boy that was the pessimist, and the boy was staring at the big pile of horse manure. Okay, this is interesting. And so he went to the other stall to see the boy that was the optimist, and he was feverishly digging through this pile of horse manure. And the psychologist looked at him and he said, "What are you doing?" And the little boy said, "There's got to be a pony in here somewhere." And I think that's what happens. When you're in sales, you have to look for that pony, that $3 order that potentially could turn into something dramatically larger. And what I find interesting is that not everybody raised their hand in here. The definition of sales, my definition of sales, is the transfer of emotion from one person to another. Have you ever gone to a store where the salesperson is so excited that you're there, they show you everything, their emotion is so high, you go out of the store, you've got bags full of whatever, and you get home and you realize what happened. It's that emotion that was transferred to you, that you got as excited about that product or service as that salesperson. When we're in Toastmasters, because I believe that the definition of persuasion is also the transfer of emotion from one person to another. Sean sold us on being a fan. And I think that's what we do as Toastmasters, is we sell people on our emotion of what we're talking about. So as a salesperson, when you're transferring that emotion, everybody in here has to convince somebody of something. If you convince somebody of something, you're a salesperson. The last thing that you're probably thinking about on that fateful Friday morning at 9 a.m. was Kirk, the professional salesman in bed. I'll never tell you. That was